Arsenal.
Oh yes,
We are Arsenal.
no mercy.
We're Arsenal. Forever. We are Arsenal.
Road to Wembley.
We love Arsenal.
Good evening and welcome to FTB Sports for the Sheffield United versus Arsenal reaction show. And as you're all aware, we've come up with a victory, clean sheet, solid performance, all round really. I think it's been a positive day at the office. Listen, I'm happy to hear the truth. We spoke about this match on the preview and how the perfect setup or warm up would be for the game coming on Thursday for the Europa League, and this, for all intents purposes, was it really. First off, please hit the likes, share, subscribe, keep smashing that likes button for FTB Sports. But yeah, perfect warm up for the game coming Thursday. Clean sheet, good goals, good bit of I say form going in for the for that game. King, talk to me, man. How did you think that went for us? I mean, lineup
Well, I
as you
think
expected.
the lineup, was pretty much as I expected. I mean, I think me and you spoke about both not feeling happy, I guess, with Saka, sort of playing a left back, but then it turned out like it looked like Xhaka was there. It was weird, the lineup I was looking at.
Yeah.
So that was a bit concerning in itself, but I think Ceballos did well in midfield today, with some of his link-up play. Xhaka wasn't really tested on that side, and it was good to see Martinelli on the score sheet. After we've been crying out, see him get given a chance. So it's 100%. Good that not only he came back, he rode off an injury, and then a few seconds later put the ball in the back of the net. That for me was the key takeaway in this victory. But also Lacazette, his response to the chance. I think big players or important players respond from moments of adversity, and I think he did that.
100%. I thought he had a lot to prove tonight, to be honest, and I think his all-round play was spot on. There was a number of good performances, and to kind of I was thinking how Sheffield United have played in the past, kind of up kind of tempo, lots of pressing, lots of kind of maybe dirty tackles, kind of. I was actually kind of fearing this game, and as we look at the first 11, I think you can switch Saka and Ceballos there. Really, Saka was brilliant. I think in the midfield next to Partey. I think Saka was just given license to roam. Ceballos was pretty much playing as the cam, the CAM. I think the only person I can say I was maybe just a little bit disappointed with was maybe Pepe, but I mean that's me being harsh. Brezzy, I mean, how did you? I mean, we look more balanced.
Yeah,
I think. And how do you think? Do you think he the way we played that he might take some of this, going forward in our game on Thursday?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of has to really. I mean, the fact that Martinelli's played, got on a score sheet, just shows the fact that Martinelli needs to be in that 25
energy. His energy, yeah.
That guy will work his balls off.
Yeah.
Team, and he said it in interviews that he wants to win, European championships. He wants to win the league. He wants to win all that. Have that guy on the pitch, he will run his balls off for that badge.
Yeah. No, I just think it was just great. He's pulling people everywhere, and that's what that energy does. I think, we kind of felt our way into the game, but Brezzy, talk me through the first goal. It was
Wenger through and through. That was just a build-up play. It was just a team. I think it was just that inconnectional passing. It was just the boom, boom, and just Laca just.
The goal I just thought was absolutely brilliant, simply because I don't think any team could have. Where who you couldn't fault Sheffield United. Do
No.
you know what I'm saying? And we play with that kind of intensity and that kind of one touch around the box. Number one, they can't touch you. Number two, is always something could always come off a bubble of the leg or whatever. But again, Martinelli's goal, King. I mean, it's good for him to get onto the score sheet. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, because, there's talk, I think the longer he stayed out after being fit again, the longer people are starting to think, well, does Arteta fancy him? And, I kind of see both sides because, I think of Jack Wilshere. He's 29 years old now, and he's playing championship football for Bournemouth.
He's only 29.
No disrespect
That's
to Bournemouth.
ridiculous.
He's 29, so he's still, all things considered, in his prime years. But I remember the game he played against Barcelona where he was untouchable. And Xavi and Iniesta said he's basically going to take our crown, But we overplayed that guy when he was young, and he had similar injury problems. And this is why I think we need to. It's good that we see what Martinelli can bring to the table, but we have to be careful with him and ESR and Saka. Because all three of them, they need careful management, or they'll be the next Jack Wilshere.
Yeah,
so,
no, 100%. I think we've really got to be kind of tread carefully of them. I mean, I guess Brezzy, that was the only you could say downside really was Saka going off injured.
Yeah.
Well, let's just hope and it's not a long one. Hopefully, it's just a bit of muscle ache. And Thursday he'll be right as rain. But I mean, that they need to put that kind of energy in Thursday, because if we've got any kind of chance to go into the next round, we need that kind of energy, that kind of drive, that kind of performance. It like I say, it was very, very weird. Obviously, seeing Xhaka at left back, but he wasn't very tested about that, so I can't really complain.
Oh yeah, I was really surprised with Sheffield United not going or trying to target him, but to be fair. Xhaka offered that that passing range from there. I thought his distribution was brilliant. We just looked more comfortable. We stuck with a left footer playing at left back. I think that's one of the things that how Arteta's formation and how he wants to play. We need that balance. A left-footed centre back, a right-footed centre back, left back offensive. It's all about round holes and round shapes and everything. All those kind of things. I just wanted to get a couple of the comments up just quickly. Lee Billingsley,
and that's the other thing as well. I think that's the confidence that defense needs. I think 15 games, man. After 15 times of asking, we've kept a clean sheet. I know it's only Sheffield United, and we've got to kind of stay grounded. But we all know what happens with confidence. You do something, and then it becomes a question of, can you replicate that? And we all know if we don't concede in our next game and we score, we're going through. So that kind of confidence in the defense, from actually doing it and being like, well, we can do it, we can go again and do it. I think it would have been one thing to win this game, and I did predict 2-1 just based on our defensive record. But the fact that we did keep that clean sheet and we did stick with that partnership of Holding and Mari, which looks solid today.
I have to agree. They really look troubled at all. My only question is that more down to Sheffield United being so impotent up top, or us, doing very well? I mean, hey, Mr. Silver Fox, thank you. So yeah, exactly, clean sheet. I think we're all buzzing really from that. Mr. Silver Fox again. King's TikTok was inspiration. Absolutely. Joined us, Mr. Silver Fox again. Yeah, we're just talking about Holden and Mari. They were very, really troubled, and they looked so comfortable, to be honest. Chambers was a surprise also at right back, but I understood that because I kind of caught that he may do that in our preview show, that he might slip Chambers in. due to that maybe we might get some kind of errable Barnet, but I think he was pretty much solid. I mean, I think the whole team was pretty at least seven solids all around. Really, you could say.
Yeah.
Lee Billingsley again, good partnership. Holding and Murray. I mean, I'm thinking. I mean, it must be Holding and another at this moment in time. Really, I think Holding the last two performances has done. He hasn't really done anything wrong. To be honest, he hasn't put the phone wrong. So I can see maybe Gabriel and Holding playing at the back on Thursday. Lee Billingsley again.
I would stick with Murray. I would actually stick with Murray for this game coming up personally. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I just think just with I know 26 isn't young, but for a centre back it is, and then obviously Gabriel's very young, and I think Murray's like 27, 28. So he kind of ends up marshalling Holding a bit more.
Yeah.
Whereas like Holding and Gabriel, there's no real marshal or leader there because they're both not at that established kind of level yet.
No, I know what you're saying now, because I think you're right. With Mari he's been at a few clubs. He's learned a few tricks of the trade and everything. He is that elder statesman, so to speak, and he's that bit calmer. So I get that playing Mari with another probably would be a good thing. Guys, sorry, just 1 second. Here we go, making a grand entrance. We have the Nigerian Englishman.
Yo, my people, what's going on,
I
guys?
love the entrance. I love the entrance.
Yeah.
Love that.
If only the missus was here, man. She's gone back to her mum's.
How you lot doing?
Hey, well, we're blessed right now. I think.
See, I'm a little bit more chirpier than last time you saw me on the screens, eh?
Yeah, man.
And some of those messages I was getting from you, man. But no, it's all good. But yeah, we were just talking about this match, really, in the sense that saying that it was a great warm up for our game coming up on Thursday. I think if you'd dreamt of a game before Thursday, this would be it, really. I guess the only downside to that would be the scare with Saka. Let's just hope everybody comes through without any injuries. And the mood should be good. The confidence should be up. We scored 3 goals. We've kept a clean sheet. I mean,
first in like 15 games or something like that, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Kim was exactly just alluding to that point. And I think you obviously took your take on the game and the goals. I took 2 of those goals. Actually, do you know what? Even Martinelli's goal was great, simply for the fact that Pepe
hustled from
and Martinelli. Yeah, we don't score them goals enough.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? So it was great to see that. Your take, give me your take on it.
My take on the game is just like you said. It was a great warm up for the Slavia Prague game, 100%. What I liked is that we were kind of in control for the whole game. Like, I don't think Sheffield United ever really worried us at any point in time. And what I would say is there was a stage when we were 1-0 up that I was like, if we don't get the second, like, they could easily just do something. But we got the second, and in a way where we're not used to getting, where we hustled it, like we were pressing them high, and then that led to a mistake, gave the ball away. Pepe's shot led to the second goal. But boy, I know not many people would notice it, but an honourable mention to Thomas Partey today. Should I tell you why?
Yes.
Because the reason why I'm saying big up Thomas is he done today what we signed him for. Not what I'm saying in terms of screening the back 4, distributing it from deep, like not trying all this intricate passing, 1-2s, and trying to bring the ball, be a box-to-box player. Like, I don't like to see him do that.
He made that one mistake.
Yeah, he did give the ball away once. But other than that,
I think Arteta has spoken to him about that, to be honest.
I think with Xhaka playing as left back and Ceballos being the pivot next to him, because Ceballos is more expansive going forward and not as robust defensively as Xhaka, I think what Arteta has said to him is, you sit, you don't move. Let Ceballos do the box.
You got it spot on. And that's why
Ceballos and Saka were the legs. Pretty much. Do you know what I'm saying? And it worked out really well, because I don't think Sheffield United, Arteta actually outdone his counterpart in the sense that who knew exactly where Saka and Ceballos were playing? You know, I mean,
Real
they were
talk.
both.
For a while, I didn't know where Saka was playing,
You
man.
know
I
what I'm
was like,
saying?
what?
And I was, whoa, okay, but it worked really well. Looking at that, sorry, Lee Billingsley again. You know, the comment there. Good to see Obo off the team sheet today. Look what we did without him. I mean, Breze, I just wanted to touch on that. I mean, we did look dangerous up top. Lacazette was I thought had a great game. Worked his, you know, his work rate was rewarded by the goals he got, and I think he kind of he's building an identity to himself and to the team that, you know, it's like we're building stuff from, and he's busting his nuts off to get into the box on the end of the balls that are coming in. I mean, how do you think we played without Oba? I mean, did we miss it? Obviously, I'm not in this game, but can you see him now getting back into our team anytime soon?
I think it's going to be a struggle, if I'm honest, because with Martinelli, he will run. He will do defensively. He will do pretty much anything that you want him to do. He will pretty much do, as long as he's wearing that Arsenal badge. That is it. The thing with Aubameyang, yes, he's a seasoned. You know, his goal scoring record, you know, speaks for itself. I don't need to sit here and say that. But the problem is that with Martinelli is that he's young, he's hungry, he wants success. That's the difference.
Yeah.
I would love to sit here and say that Aubameyang, you know, he's on firing on form. He's banging in 30, 40 goals a season. You know, he's doing everything that we want him to do because that's what we brought him in for. But clearly something's not happening. And to be honest, I would not risk the mix-up with the team. I would put him on the bench and I'll start Martinelli with Lacazette, because that has just been, obviously from today's game, it's been clearly that is our better partnership.
He's horrible to play against or to defend Martinelli, because he's always on you. He doesn't give you any time whatsoever.
Do you think he had the best of games today though?
I didn't.
Even though I hear what you say, I know what you're saying. Like he was lively.
You know what? He was like, and do you know what he does? If you're a defender and you want time, he doesn't give you that time.
He won't give it.
Right.
He won't give you time, and he won't give you respect.
Exactly.
He don't give you those things.
And that's what I guess he's got that from top players. If you're not having a great game, then you do something else to work.
Work rate has to be.
You know what I mean? You know, if things ain't coming off for you, then, you know, just go back. Step one, basics. Work hard. Try and win your battles, and don't give anyone time. Something will drop for you. And I like the way that he he tries the shot. I mean, on another day,
he tries things.
On another day, you know, in the first half when he had that shot and it deflected into the guy. On another day, it would deflect that bit more and go into the top corner. And he does that. Yeah,
he's always looking forward when he has the ball. Like, there's no looking back, like sideways. Like, what can I do to get the ball forward? That's why I love watching him play.
And he's young, and the thing is, he's gonna make mistakes and things. But at the end of the day, I think his energy is something that we need. Because it keeps us on the front foot, and I think that's what we need. I mean, King. Sure. I mean, would you agree with that? I mean,
I think it's, for me, it's important again to bring a bit of balance to the Aubameyang situation. For me, I don't think the tactics. I mean, Aubameyang would have scored the goal that Lacazette scored today, the first one. Yeah, and that's the sort of service that Aubameyang needs. You know, I think in the last preview show, I mentioned that I don't feel that in the midfield and the final third transitions, I don't think we move the ball quickly enough. I think we take too many touches. And I think there can be a hesitance to take the ball, to pass the ball forward. And sometimes we look up and we see 1 or 2 or 3 passes, when sometimes it's just better to just look up and play the first pass. And in that move, Lacazette's first goal, you know, I think Chambers passed it inwards, and then Partey received the ball. He looked up, he saw one person, passed it forward to Laca. Laca looked, saw Saka, passed it to him. Saka saw Ceballos, passed it to him. No one second guessed what option they saw, and that is the sort of service that Aubameyang needs.
Yeah, exactly.
If Aubameyang's feeding off of that, that's that's
Food.
the kind of that's when he's the GOAT. But the
Yeah.
problem is,
Yep.
you know, if you're going to play him on the left, he's not going to be in that position, and then defensively he's
Yes.
not going to give you anything. Then his head's going to
Yeah.
drop.
Yeah. Yeah.
His head's going to drop because
Confidence.
he's like, I'm not
Start
affecting the
snatching that
game.
shot.
Do-
And
do-
then
do- yeah.
it's unbalancing the rest of the team. You know, like Laca's not getting the service, and you know, defenders aren't getting shut down as quickly as they might do from someone with more energy like Martinelli. So it affects everyone. I think if you're going to play Aubameyang, he needs to play in the middle. And I think if you're going to play him, it's not just a case of playing him there. It's how you instruct the midfielders and the attackers to use the
100%.
football.
100%.
Like it has to be that first goal today. It has to be the hallmark. That has to be the standard. You know, play like that. You know, I think Martin Keown said at half time, Arsene Wenger will be sat with a glass of wine. You know, toasting to that goal.
Yeah, that was a Wenger goal,
because-
100%.
Oh, 100%. We've missed that. We've missed that.
Bro,
You
it happens
know,
so rarely now, man. That used to be our thing.
Yeah, when you see that now, we're like, oh my God, what a goal.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Back in the days, it
I
was
mean,
just like,
it's
okay.
All the time,
okay,
bro.
okay.
That's
It's
one
so
thing. Like
ingrained
even that time where we were not even winning a lot of stuff. What I could
We still-
appreciate was our football was still sexy. That was one thing that we could at least hold on to.
100%. Just want to go
But
through a
thing
few more. Sorry, just to cut you there. I just got comments are flying in, so I'm just going to go through a couple of them. Guys, please, everyone watching, like, subscribe and share. Keep smashing those likes. Yes, Arslan, we will go through, lads. Listen, we be as solid and incisive as we was today. We'll have no problems with that. I mean, that's the kind of performance there that no one can actually live with, to be honest. Pao, hey, good evening. That's our Scouse resident, Pao.
Oh yeah.
Listen, they had a good day yesterday. They put they obviously had a lot of monkeys off their back yesterday. So yeah. So they're back on track, so to speak. But
Southgate in the stands as well, watching.
yeah. I think
keeping an eye on how much you can use Saka again, man. Forget that.
Arslan, Mari is a very cool. This is the conversation we was having before about Holden and Mari. Mari is very cool headed set, but yeah, makes out centre back less rash. Yeah, I mean, I think he was very cool, level headed today. They're both.
I would say, like as we were talking about the review show for the Prague game. Like I liked the partnership of Mari and Holden. It just I don't know why when they play together, it just makes sense. They complement each other well. One sits while the other one goes, and vice versa. Like I don't know if they even speak the same language, but boy, they found some way to make it work. And I'd like to see that for that partnership for the rest of the season.
No, do you know what the funny thing is as well? What worked well with Xhaka playing in left back, he naturally does that when he plays in centre mid, doesn't he? He normally kind of makes a back three, doesn't he? When he plays, and it was pretty much natural for him to do that today. So today, I thought we did very well. Mr. Silver Fox got to give Laca a lot of credit, 100%. After his miss on Thursday, can play on the mind, but he was composed, and I hope that helps. That's the thing. Strikers are all about. They're about confidence. Do you know what I mean? There's animals that feed off confidence, and scoring 2 goals. He's on cloud 9 right now. Do you know, it's the kind of thing where you can think to yourself, do you know what, I can score from anywhere, and that's the kind of. See, that's why this game today was so good for us in the way it played out, because we looked potent, going up top.
I like how we didn't try and find top corners with both chances. He just went back to basics. Same as Martinelli,
Pass it.
Just pass it into the bottom corner, open up your body, use your instep. Don't go for so much power. Yeah. Just keep it simple.
That's the thing. As I say, I think Brian Clough says, football's the easiest game in the world, but hey, we just complicate it. Charles Williams, evening chaps, evening Charles. Lee Billingsley, Martin is going to be a cracking player. He's already better than Xhaka, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. I mean, listen.
Who's Xhaka, by the way? But yeah,
I know.
I think he means Saka.
Yeah, there we go. Look, Saka there.
Hey, all right, Lee, we let you off, mate. We let you off.
Yes, Pao. 5 of your last 7. Yeah, here we go. Coming out, a bit of trolling coming there from the Liverpool contingent. 5 of your last 7 games, our teams fighting relegation. Other 2 against, AFC and Chelsea. Based on this, what position in the league do you see yourselves finishing? I mean, that's a great question. Sorry, I thought I'm going on our last few games because this is the first game we've won in 4, is it?
Yeah, since the Spurs game.
4. So sorry, Pao, my bad. 5 of the last 7 games, fighting relegation. But you know what? We've played Sheffield United. They're down. They've gone. Fulham might be a problem because I think they're quite a decent team. But you're right.
Yeah.
You know, 5 of the last 7, and I feel we should be.
Go on, Cannons. I dare you to say something silly. Go on, I dare you.
I'm not gonna say. Listen, I'm not gonna say Champions League could be. No, I'm not gonna come up with anything.
That's ludicrous. But even to say anything higher than 8 is impossible.
This is what
anything higher than 8.
This is what I want from these last 7 games. Right, I want to see some consistency, some form going in to which should lead to the Europa League final. So we're going with that kind of, that spring in our step where everybody's confident, everybody's playing well. And also, do you know what? To say to ourselves, okay, these are the transfer targets that we need going into next season. This is how we've been playing and this is our form. So, something to kind of look for us really to look forward for. That is what I'm expecting from these last 7 games. I mean, Brezzy, from yourself, what would you expect? I mean, I expect us, and I'm not being, just saying it with my head or, with my heart or whatever, but I'm saying with my head as well. I expect us to beat Chelsea and Everton. Brezzy, are you laughing? Are you laughing?
Nah, I have a little bit of a...
This Chelsea game is going to be a difficult game, 100%, because they've been on form. They've picked up a lot of points. They know their formation now. If anything, I would say I would just focus on the Europa League, if I'm honest. I don't want to sit here and say that because obviously I want us to fight for every point we can get in the league. The season has gone tits, if I'm honest. We need to.
Yeah. Listen, we lost 12 games.
I reckon we shot ourselves in the foot with how we started the season, to be honest.
Yeah.
From Boxing Day, after the Chelsea win, it's looked better. And I just wanted to see us, I think United had a similar story last season. In January, they bought in Bruno. That Christmas before that, they were awful, and then they just kind of, and then from January last year to January this year, only Liverpool took more points than them, I think, or they might have taken the most points. And they just can't carry that form into this season. If we can do something similar, that makes winning these games very important. Just the kind of
confidence. It's confidence. I mean, look. I mean, look. I know the Liverpool fans could cite the things with, injuries or whatever, but those front 3 looked ridiculously unstoppable, right? That was all down to their confidence and their form and the way that. Do you know what I mean? No, they would shoot and it would come off someone's butt and it would just go in. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Everything was going for them.
But you make your own luck in this game.
For sure.
And with this last 7 games, that's the kind of thing I want to see. So I ain't saying anything outlandish, Mr. Nigerian Englishman. Talk to me, bro.
Mate,
last 7 games. What do you want from the last 7 games?
I've heard everything that you lot have said, but and I wanted to jump on your bandwagon. I did. But honestly,
come with us.
I don't care what we do in this last 7 games of the Premier League. The reason why is these days remind me of Bruce Rioch times, bro.
Oh, that was dark.
This is where we're at. We're at Bruce Rioch days. So me personally, I'm saying the thought of risking Saka in a game like this makes no sense to me, bro. Like, you telling me we needed Saka to beat the team at the bottom of the league, bro? That's embarrassing, bro.
I'll tell you what, I would like to see that.
Smith Rowe, Odegaard, all them guys. I want them to only play Europa League games for the rest of the season. I'm okay with that.
But
I'm completely okay with that.
Give
them maybe 30 minutes on the weekend, keep them fresh and playing. But other than that, Europa League is everything. If we go out on Thursday, I don't even know what I'm going to do for the rest of the season. It's just banter. It's literally banter. That's it.
Literally
I'll tell you what I would like to see though, and Spurs, like, the wheels are falling off a bit. I would love to see us catch them.
I would
Even
love
if
that
we,
too. But
I
it's,
would, I would, like,
yeah.
I would love to see it, and
And they
they're
lose
making
Kane as
it,
well in the summer.
Oh,
they're
mate,
making it
them
look
losing,
possible.
but like them losing Kane is enough for me. Like, no Tottenham guys can chat
Oh
any
my
shit that they got
God,
world
that's
class
it.
players no more.
That'll be
That's
it.
it.
Yeah,
They're
oh my
done out
God.
here, bro.
That'll be done out here. I
And,
mean,
and
that's
if they
brilliant.
don't get champion, actually, no, they're not
Do you know
getting
what?
Champions
Don't
League.
get
So
Champions League. Kane goes and us finishing on top. That will literally be the
mate, that'll be
cherry on
perfect.
top of the icing on the cake. That would just be
Yeah.
lovely.
How come Sam Spurs ain't on this week's show, man? Since Spurs
Hey,
lost, he's always up in the comments. Yeah, where are you, Sam? Nowhere to be seen tonight.
We're calling, yeah.
Yeah, for real.
It's got a few more comments. Arsalan, last time we scored a goal like that was Jack Wilshere. Norwich.
Do you know what? That's a shout.
Big
Now,
goal.
we
Big
scored
goal.
a similar goal in against West Brom this season, though. Don't forget that one.
We
That
did, but still,
Saka goal.
it wasn't like that. I mean, I thought today Ceballos and Lacazette were.
Ceballos, boy,
I think he
and
faded.
I've been on him,
That was
mate.
down to- I've been on him as well, but I think
today,
play him higher up so he doesn't trouble anything going
Yeah,
back.
this is the thing. At Betis and at youth level, he was a number 10.
Right.
So it was like when he went to Real, and you know they had so many, like, their midfield was so stacked, and they play like with a DM and like two box to box guys. They played him like more as a box to box player, and I mean, he can do a job there. And when he first came, he looked all right there, but he's a more natural number 10.
He looked so comfortable, and everything was coming off. You could see that he was, I think with someone like him, as soon as that first flick comes off, he's like, yeah, do you know what? This is going to be a good day. And again, confidence, he just feeds off that. And to be honest, I thought especially first half, he was very, very good, very good. Happy with him. Arslan again, he's smashing jobs, my boys. Great input, lads. Loving the show.
Yeah,
Love you too, Arslan. Respect, bro. Charles Williams, we're back to winning ways. It was a good goal by Martinelli. I think, do you know what? That's the thing, because we had two players who could have put that ball in the back of the net, and that was good. Everyone's now getting that hunger to get in there and score the goals. So, love that. That was brilliant. Lee Billingsley.
So what, you not saying Laca should start on Thursday night, yeah?
Yeah.
You can't drop him, can you?
Absolutely.
You can't drop him now.
I think
top goal scorer. Is our top goal scorer?
He is.
I like this period right now, because I think on Thursday night was the first time in his Arsenal career where Aubameyang felt like he wasn't a guaranteed starter. That was probably the first. And when he came on, he looked lively as well. It looked a little bit hungry.
He got an assist, and sometimes players need that. When they've had that mentality of, I mean, even if you go back past his Arsenal days, at Dortmund, if he was fit, he was on the team sheet. As far back as he can remember, if this guy was fit, he was playing. Like he's never been in this position. So I think we persisted with him for so long, that it kind of sets in, like that mental kind of state of, do you know what? I'm always going to be picked based on what I've done. Like even if what I'm doing isn't what I used to do. And I think what you saw when he came on was it wasn't just like his assist, it was like his overall play. Like he was in people's faces more, he was chasing
hungry.
down things.
He looked
hungry.
like he's been unleashed again.
He came on. Yeah, he scored as soon as he come on. 100%.
He should have scored that, to be fair, but like he definitely looked sharper than he's looked in recent weeks.
And that's what we need. And you're right, someone who's not guaranteed. If you're guaranteed to be starting every game, sometimes you don't put in that
complacent. Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. So no, good shout, great shout. Lee Billingsley, if we are very lucky, we'll finish 9th. Ooh, yeah. That ain't lucky.
I said 8th is the highest, to be honest, but I don't think any higher than 8th.
Maybe. Yeah. Hey, Pao, top respect to guys. Sending Liverpool love to you all. Respect. Love that, Pao. Thank you. Arsalan, I'm going 7 out of 7 in the league and EL Cup final.
Oh, mate. Guys, question. When was the last time we were like 10th with these amount of games left in the season? Like, when was the last time?
I can't remember it in my
The
lifetime.
mural end, George Graham. It must be something like going back there.
It's got to be
but
Bruce Rioch days, man. It's got to be.
I think it must be. I don't think even Bruce Rioch was that bad. But then George Graham, that season, I remember we
got
still
UEFA Cup.
we Cup Winners' Cup or something like that. But or was it the two cups, the League Cup and the FA Cup?
I remember Bergkamp scored in the last day of the season, and we got into the UEFA Cup just before.
God, yeah, that was against Bolton, wasn't it? That was Bruce Rioch, wasn't it? Again. So obviously, yeah. I mean, hey, even Bruce Rioch wasn't that bad.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
So yeah, we're going back to George Graham days. I think just before he got sacked. I think that's how bad a season we are having now. Lee Billings, yeah, we can all say that.
Yeah, we agree with you, Lee.
We all agree with all of that.
Yeah.
Lee Billings, what's the deal with Balogun? I've never seen him play, but he's so hyped. I mean, I would like to actually touch on this. I know it would be another show, but I would like to touch on this. I mean, the rumors or the kind of warmth coming out of the club is that he's going to sign a new contract.
It's an interesting one.
There is a lot of hype about him. My thing is then I can't see him because Alba ain't going anywhere. The only thing is that Lacazette might be going.
I'm saying Laca and Eddie are going. That's the only reason why he signs.
That's what I'm saying.
I think we should extend Laca's contract for a year.
Okay, Chris, I have a question about that.
What I'm saying is basically Martinelli, Balogun, and Nketiah that are still left. You can't have that gap.
Nketiah's getting sold, bro.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is you can't have that gap of Aubameyang being the elderly statesman, and then these guys backing them up. You need like you need a forward between the two of those. And I think for another season or two, even if we extended it for 1 year, that would leave 2 years in total. From the end of the season. And I feel that in those 2 seasons, what he could give those other younger strikers, whoever they are, is invaluable. Like in terms of like
I agree.
His experience.
But his like in response to that, the reason why I don't think that they're looking at it that way is because I don't think Balogun signs if there's no some sort of guarantee that Laca and Nketiah are getting sold. Yeah, because the reason why I say that is because he's literally played not even 30 minutes of football this season. What other guarantee can you give me that I should sign when you've not even played me? So it has to be something like that. One, then number two. Hold on, one sec. Let me know. One sec. So, and number two is that Laca, if we do keep it, and I would agree with you, I would like to extend it, but the reason I don't think they will is because if we keep him for 1 or 2 more seasons, we can't get any money for him at that point. He's 31, 32, so they're not going to risk that. I reckon they'll sell him and then maybe sign that what's that guy from Brentford, that someone like that who's a bit younger and has a sell-on, and has like a sell-on fee. I reckon, I don't know, business-wise, I just reckon they'll make that sort of decision because there's not much you can do if you try to sell Laca next summer than you could this summer. I don't agree with it because he's definitely our best centre forward at the club right now, like in terms of all-round centre forward. Yeah. So, but Abba's got the big money, the big contract. He's the captain, so they're not selling him in the summer.
No, they're not selling him in the summer. I mean, Brezzy, your take on that? I mean, with Balogun, I mean, has anyone seen him play for the youth and everything? Is he? I mean,
he's a baller.
He played in the Europa League this season as well.
I know that, but I mean, is he ready? Is he ready?
See, what I like about him is like Nketiah. For me, I'm not convinced by him.
No.
And what I find Nketiah is good at is finishing and being in the right place at the right time. That's it. But Balogun seems to have a lot more about him, like his physicality. He seems to be able to. He seems to be able to run with the ball more. Run at players as well. He's got an eye for a pass, and he's naturally got an eye for a goal with both his feet as well. So he just looks like he has more of an all-round game to him. But I think with him not playing the season, I think a lot of that is down to him not signing the contract. It's just like, look, why would we give you the chance if you're not going to commit to us longer? You decide you want to commit to us, then we'll give
We'll
you
give you
game time.
minutes.
You know,
Because
So I
do you know what? I think we've been smart there in a sense. Because look, if he does prove himself in the Premiership whilst we're playing him, the ball's in his court really, because he's going to have a lot of people knocking at the door and saying, "Look, we know this guy can do it in the Premiership. He's stalling about signing his contract. Hey, do you know what? Let's take a chance on him." However, how it's gone right now is the fact that he's not had any minutes, so it's more of a kind of a gamble for a team to take him, in the sense that, look, if we start giving him, these kind of assurances and stuff to someone who's not even played in the Premiership. It's a bit like what's it when Bournemouth signed is it Solanke, and who's that winger? They went for like 15 mil or something like that. And
Right,
he's
Jordan Ives.
That's it. Oh my
Yeah, that
good
guy.
grief!
Telling me it's going to be
Liverpool
the new Sterling and
teeth.
that.
Oh my
They got
God.
excited.
Liverpool teeth Bournemouth with that one. That was ridiculous. Jordan Ibe 15 mil, flip sake.
Mate,
Liverpool.
Liverpool owners are some of the best businessmen I've
Oh,
ever seen, bro.
oh
Bro,
my God.
they got 20 million for Brewster, and he's not kicked a ball in the Premier League, bro. How is that happening?
That's what
He's
I'm
not
saying.
kicked a ball in the Premier League. They're getting 20M for that boy. Nah, them guys are serious, man.
Not on,
Serious.
not on, not on. So just a few more going. Everybody, please hit that like and hit the likes,
Smash the
subscribe,
like,
and share.
bro. Smash
Smash it, not hit it, smash it.
it.
Pow! I'll roar more about the teams fighting relegation, to be honest, as they have most to lose. Money, players, etc. I predict you finish 8th. I mean, I understand that, but I just think that I think right now we're more expected to beat these teams, and I think we will beat those teams. I don't think I think when we play like your teams around us and stuff, that's when we have a bit more problems. But yeah,
Newcastle looked dangerous today, though, and we've got to play them still. I mean, that sent Maximin.
Mate, I just want to go into
Willock has been integral for them, and he won't play against
who?
us.
Willock. Okay, yeah.
So he can't play.
True.
So,
But I like, guys, I won't lie to you, I just want to go into a game like confident that we're gonna win. Like I just want to go into one like, yeah, do you know what? Like,
I don't even need to watch that. Let me just switch on that 340.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying?
445.
I'm watching like
Okay,
I'm
4-0.
glued to the screen for 93 minutes, like not sure like like, can we throw this away? Like, even this game today, I know we're 3-0 up.
At 1-0, I was thinking, do you know what? The longer this go on, I'm
Yeah.
gonna have a feeling that they might nick
Bro.
one here. Do you know what I mean? And that's just a horrible, because
Why do I feel that way?
we out Arsenal every team, don't we? Man? We're just Arsenal, man. We do things the hard way.
All the time.
Arslan, Laca has to start one Thursday. Personally, I would keep him the same team. Maybe Cedric comes in at right back because we need runners in that game. Simple fact. Look at the goal we scored against them. I think I think with Arteta he'll probably play Bellerin instead of Cedric. I think there's something going on there between them two.
Bellerin gives you a bit more going forward, and I think we need to score. So
Bellerin, man. Bellerin gives us nothing going nowhere, mate. Absolutely nothing going nowhere.
He's been spoken to about going forward, because I'm pretty sure.
But when he gets there, what does he do? When he gets to that forward position, what does he do? Don't get me wrong, he gets to the byline on numerous occasions.
I don't even think he even does that.
Okay, I was a bit generous with that numerous comment. Right? He gets to the byline every day from time to time, yeah. But when he gets there, what's he doing? What's he doing there?
He's not picking out anyone. No, and
he's looking up like he's looking to find you. Like he looks up like.
I just think with Tierney out, I mean, Xhaka played well at left back today, but I think we need him in the centre of the park on Thursday.
Although it was good today, it's not something I'm excited of going forward. Like that,
it's a question of
would he
put Cedric on the right back or left back? Do we play Chambers again at right back and play Cedric left back, or do we play Xhaka there again and
the thing is
midfield?
The thing is, like, Thursday night showed me that we don't need to play a left-footed left back to actually beat these guys. We fucked up. No, we messed up on Thursday night. It wasn't we should be able to beat these boys with whether it's a right-footed left back or we can play Xhaka there. I reckon we should beat them. It's only us that will mess it up, literally.
100%. No, I hear what you're saying, guys. What I want to do is just finish up reading these comments, and then we'll look to wrap up. Arslan, what do we think of Spurs? You know the rest. You know
You know
the
the
rest.
rest, mate. You know the rest.
Lee Billings, yeah, this is us. I mean, keep Laca. I mean, this is backing you up here, King, in the sense that
I just think we keep them
so-
both.
keep them both. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Sell over,
Mate,
bro.
I
was
wouldn't be
that was
upset with
amazing.
that. I
No, but
wouldn't be
no.
upset with that for one reason: the fact that, like, after Abba's contract's over, that's it. And if we sell him, we save ourselves from having a player that's on
Get some money.
350k a
Yeah.
week. So
Yeah.
I'm not completely opposed to it, like, to be honest.
Yeah, here you go. Arslan agrees with you here, King. Agreed. Laca, one more year contract. You cannot go into the season with Eddie Balogun as backup to Everton. Yeah, 100%, man.
For sure.
Phew,
Eddie has to go, man. I don't know why we didn't take that 20 million from West Ham in January, bro. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Would have stopped them getting Lingard as well.
Yeah, apparently, I'm not. I guess it's for another show, but I heard some rumors about us and Lingard. I'm not how
Like, as well as he's playing right now, I don't want him at our club. Like,
he scored a great goal today, though.
bro, he's
Can't do
doing
more
bits.
for the
I don't know.
Do you think he actually meant that to go in like that the way he did?
Nah, he's balling out of control right now, but
He is.
I just reckon it's a phase. I don't think he's gonna take this form into next season after the
Paying for a new
Euros.
contract and it'll for
Yeah,
another next move.
100%. Secure the bag. You gotta secure the bag, baby. Like, I ain't mad at you, Jesse. I ain't mad at you, Jay Ling. Do your thing. You get me? Do your
Yeah,
thing.
he's back.
We all know.
He's back. Again.
We all know what happens next season. Wait.
Oh, sheesh. Lee Billingsley, yep, Mirza, they are wank and always will be 100%.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's talking about Tottenham there. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
29.
So Lax 29. So he's got one contract left, and the thing is, I don't think he's going to get the kind of money he wants with us.
Exactly.
And I don't think the 1 year thing will work with Laca. So I think he's either going to go.
I think maybe performance related or something. You know,
Yeah.
I can't see him staying all the way up.
Make it work, man.
Can't see it.
I think if he was 27, I think that and another contract with us might be something that could work. But the fact that he's 29, he's obviously now looking to last big contract. And I don't think he's going to get that kind of money with us anymore, to be honest. I think it may be Saudi or whatever.
And we're definitely got to do a show on Laca's Arsenal career when he does leave.
Yeah,
that's going to be an interesting.
Listen,
show.
when it started, I was thinking,
Yeah.
oh my God, we might have, you know what I mean? His first.
Bro, stop giving him the preview, bro. Relax.
No. Save the build up. Save the build up. Arslan, Ivan Tony lives 2 roads away from me. I would take him at Arsenal. Who's Ivan Tony?
The Brentford guy.
The Brentford guy, yeah. So is he
Jamaican,
decent?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he's a good player, but do you know who I'd prefer than Ivan? I'd prefer that Celtic guy,
Eduardo. I was going to say the same thing.
Because he's a bit more Laca-like, if that makes sense. He's a bit more mobile.
You know
Tony's
what?
very
He's only
good
got a year on his
physically.
contract as well, so
And
there's talk of him being available for 15 mil.
And you know, from the Scottish league, we're not going to pay a lot of money as well. So, boy, that's like a 12 million thing if at max.
100%.
And he played with Tierney, so you know.
True.
Yeah.
Charles Williams, I think Harry Kane's going Man City. It wouldn't surprise me, to be honest.
We don't talk
you know what?
about it.
Anywhere than him staying at Tottenham would be great. I don't give a damn. It's true, Arslan. Thank you, RP DMX. Yeah, listen, loads and loads of hours listening to his music, man. Big rest in peace, DMX. Sad times.
Absolutely.
Lee Billingsley. Hey, great show, guys. Faf, as always. What was Faf? So you come back for this one.
I'm gonna say that's funny as
Yeah.
I didn't want to say that word.
No, it's cool. I mean, we can say it sometime. Look, guys, what I wanted to just last one article. RT Lee, how you doing, bro? Look, good win. Arsenal controlled the game, and we did. Good, yeah. Listen, I know RT. He talks a great game, and he does one of the Liverpool shows as well. jump onto his channel as well. But yeah, good win, controlled the game, and it was nice to see that we actually did that for a long time. It hasn't been like that way. I think even one of my boys said to me, alluded to, I think the last time we had a game like that was West Brom away. That was the last time I felt comfortable watching a game. But guys, what I wanted to do is obviously last thoughts, etc. But one thing I wanted to draw your guys' attention to on Wednesday in Gunslingers, what we're going to do is talk to an Arsenal old boy, Lee Canterville. Basically, Lee, he was in the same youth cup winning team as your likes of Ashley Cole. You know, he came through the ranks with like Jermaine Pennant, Paulo Venanza, all those guys. He was there, when he was training with the likes of Henri. He's got some great stories to tell about, watching those guys train, your Henri's, Carnus, Burkhams, and the things that went on in training there. And also as well, he's doing great things now in terms of he's got a charity called Brighter Futures through sport. He goes into a lot of schools now up in Nottingham and around the country, the mentoring work, and a project in London called the DBA project, where they go into a lot of schools and they do a lot of stuff with young kids, and they've got a lot of affiliations with pro clubs. So that will be on Wednesday on Gunslingers, guys. But final thoughts, guys, really. I think King.
Yeah, I mean, good result today, as I said the other day. I think I'm definitely happy with the clean sheet part of it. Because I think that was important massively to take into the game on Thursday. Lacazette, it was good to see a response from him. Martinelli, it was good to see him respond to being left out of the team for so long. And really, I mean, if some people were fit, would he have played? I don't know. So it's good that he came on and he scored. And yeah, I'm obviously buzzing for that, and hopefully we can channel that energy into overturning this result on Thursday. And I've got high expectations of us doing that as well.
Yeah. I think overall positive. The only downer would be Saka. Let's hope it's just dead leg, as I think they may have called it. It's just a coming together of Brewster, wasn't it? So let's hope it's just that. Nigerian Englishman, talk to me, man. Final thoughts.
So today, happy with the performance, happy with the win, happy with the clean sheet. I'm glad that the partnership of Mari and Holding shows us again. I don't think anyone in the comments has showed me that they've lost a game this season yet. In a couple of shows where I mentioned it, so it looks like that's continuing. I like that Laca bounced back after missing those chances, so giving it up yours to the haters, that's good. And boy, as you said, the only downer is Saka. I believe either Odegaard or Smith Rowe, I think one of them is being protected for Thursday personally, because he knows how important that one is.
Odegaard's fit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. So so good momentum, and I can actually go into the week of a win, so it's nice.
Yeah, I think it's just good vibes. I think all around it, we'll feel that bit more positive. Had we struggled today, it would have been a bit more nice. A different show and a different kind of energy going into Thursday. But I think the guys can train now for the up until the Thursday. With a spring in their step and that bit of kind of hey, do you know what? We should have finished this team off, but we'll finish them now. Scored good couple of away goals, tie done. That's it. That's what we want. Just a couple of sorry, we're just going to wrap up, but there are a couple of comments I want to put on here. Charles Williams, what is the most important position which Arteta has to fill in this summer transfer window, and who would you like to see come in? I guess just what one position, one player. Nigerian Englishman.
Position right beside Thomas Partey, I'd get in Bissouma.
King?
The guy who's on loan for us, Odegaard. I think the creativity element has been really important. we've looked different when ESR has come in that position, but I'm not confident that fitness wise he carry that on his
Yeah,
shoulders
I agree
alone.
with that.
So
Yeah,
I really think getting Odegaard is vital.
Yeah.
Vital.
Okay. Yeah. No, I would agree with that. I have no idea, man, because so many players.
Nah, Cannon, don't try it, mate. Try to fail out at the end. Nah, bro. We need a game. We need a position, brother.
Okay. I would say then, centre mid with Party getting Husam or so it allows to have Party do what he does best, which is shield the front, the
Yep.
back four. Allow Awar to play those balls. Do you know what I mean? Allow him to cross the
So
field.
wait, you prefer Awar to Buendia?
Yeah.
For me, out of all the Odegaard, Awar, Buendia, I'd pick Buendia out of all of them three, man. Personally,
We'll have to do a show on that. Summer
Definitely.
transfer target.
Definitely, 100%.
Definitely. Just the last ones then. Arsenal all together one time with the Finkel Spurs. The next one.
There's your answer.
Yeah,
There's your answer.
League. Gotta watch
Mate,
the
that's gonna
Spurs
be
show
a
now.
spicy show tonight. I
Absolutely
can imagine.
Yeah.
brilliant. Oh my god, that
Watch
must be
their show
somber.
now and collect some
Yeah,
salty tears.
Yeah, cheers, Prezi. What happened, mate? Well, I'm not sure what happened to your internet connection, but yeah, big up Lee Canterville. Wednesday will be a great show. So get your comments in, questions in for Lee, because he's trained with all those guys. He was on the, he saw the things that nobody else would have seen because he was on the training pitch with those guys, and he's got some great stories about, Anelka, Kanu, and Keown and things like that. So, listen, to be on that, to watch those guys train, it must have been something else. And yes, Pato, thank you, respect, Pato. Good night and God bless to you, and good night and God bless to everyone. Guys, it's been a great night here for Arsenal. We couldn't have wanted anything more than what we had done today. Gives us all a good spring in our step going through to Thursday. So thank you all. Smash
Pleasure.
the like and subscribe. Listen, FTB Sports, King, Fac, it's been great. Thank you, bros. Take care.
Have a good one. Take care.
Take it
Have a
easy.
good one, man. Have a good one.